Arizona Wildcats. Taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, in the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Makes a nice move there. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and go get a touchdown.
The Vols pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Handoff from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal for the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. The shotgun handoff here. They stop him right at the 24.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They go with a direct snap. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Play action here on first down. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Critical third down play for this offense right here.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Tennessee 7, Arizona 0.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across midfield. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They bring him down to the 25 and move him closer and closer to the red zone.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
It's now 3rd down.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Catch made wide open way downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Look at now throwing here to start the drive. Falls incomplete, but a flag on the play. Let's see who this is on. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
42 Spider.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Green 25.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Vols keep the football on the move. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll drop back here on third down. This time a completion. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Vols hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal.
Come on, set.
And the quarterback dropping back. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense.
Easy.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Inside the 35. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but they gain all the way to the 28.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Pressure is coming. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks it right through. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and then take us to halftime. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick this away to start the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Offense back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they can take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Incompletion makes it second down. Direct snap to the back.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. He hands it off from the gun. Good enough for first down yardage. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. It's a shotgun run call. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Looks like Arizona will have the first down. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they will claim the second half lead.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They kicked the field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. Keeping it on the ground here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Volunteers bring their punt team onto the field.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the junior able to get home with the sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Or it's snapped to the back. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The tight end has got it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Some hard running there through a tackle. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Now rolling out to his left. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Arizona 14, Tennessee 10.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Arizona. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
21, Tennessee 10.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That's a misfire there, Chris. His passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Ready up.
So second down after the incompletion.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield.
Moving out of bounds at the 31. Now, a 4th down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Snags a quick throw. Never pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking right. This one caught.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Pass caught. Second down now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's caught inside the 10. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Ready?
That's a second and goal play for the offense.
Moves. Go.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And they cut into this lead now on third and goal.
Cricket.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Just trying to get rid of it. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Really good decision here by the quarterback. He ran through his primary target, wasn't there, threw it away to prevent the sack and keep them in field goal range. Smart play.
Ready?
A field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on fourth down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll set up to throw. And the pass rush swarms and they get him down on fourth and goal. What a play.
Well, down late in his football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. This crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That run moves the ball to the 16.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Boy, questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
Choosing to return the punt. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. The last time they had it going, but got stopped on fourth and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's got it. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point, cover an onside kick. You never know.
Quarterback drops back, looking to scramble. And it's picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Arizona 21.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
16.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And a returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up for this offense. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Takes the handoff. It's Jones. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Receiver makes the grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
So the win streak continues. Kirk, this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
Yeah, I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and see if they can make it tough on the CFP committee on whether or not they get a shot.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation